trip.
Hi, I'm Doc.
I'm Marty.
And today we're going back to the future. So we're here today at the Boyertown Museum of Historic Vehicles, and they've got a DeLorean in here from Back to the Future. So we're here on opening night of this event. So let's go inside. Apparently, we don't need roads where we're going.
Nope.
So once again, we're the first ones in line. The way we roll. So apparently someone came to the exhibit and they have a DeLorean. It's not going back to the future, it's from the past. Re-elect Coley Wilson for mayor. That's funny. Awesome. Let's get our picture by this side.
All right, come on in.
Cool, thank you.
You're welcome.
Do we pay here for?
And how many?
It was 2.
Just 2? Okay,
Yep.
adults?
Yeah.
Okay, you're all set, sir. Thank you.
Cool, thanks. So we're here today. They got it's a DeLorean. It's a replica of the one from Back to the Future, from the second one, I guess. It's a flying version. So it's got your Mr. Fusion on the back. So this is pretty cool, and there's other memorabilia we're going to go around and look at and check out a couple other things in the museum.
Thank you all for coming this evening. Thank you for checking out our really awesome summer exhibit. Where we're going, we don't need roads, the Back to the Future tribute. I also, unfortunately, he couldn't make it tonight, but I want to also thank the Classic Auto Mall for generously supporting this exhibit. We really appreciate it. And you don't really want to hear from me. I know you want to hear from our guest curator for this exhibit, Tom Silknitter. Yes, get around the line. So the lion's share of this is his collection. He built this car, and I'm going to turn it over to him if he'd like to say a few words.
Hi, thanks. Thanks for coming out, and hope you guys enjoy everything. You know, the car, I know everyone comes for the car, but I'm actually pretty proud of being able to show the collection I've been doing since I was a kid. You know, obviously people are into the cars in the movies, so it's nice that people get to enjoy it. I've always been about keeping it going. That's why with like the fan club, the official site BackToTheFuture.com, I do articles and interviews with them. That's why I put the book together. So I'm glad locally I was able to do a display like this. You know, I mean, Boyertown with this museum, I think my understanding is they always like to have local connections and everything. So, I mean, I grew up in Southwest County, but as a kid, you know, we'd always go up down the road to Zern's, and actually, believe it or not, there's a lot of Zern's electronic circuits. A lot of the stuff on there is from Zern's. I'm not making that up. So that car has bits that were down the road and are right here. So that's kind of fun. I hope everyone enjoys everything. The collectibles are here. These models are made to represent what the time machine could have been based off the concept art before they ever built the car. So like there's no real true blueprints for this car. You know, it was an idea in a script. For a small while, they were discussing about using a Goldwing Mercedes. Later on in Ron Cobb's book, Bob Gale says it was going to be a gold Mercedes because they came with the idea of the Tales from Space, the idea that when he goes in the past, they think it's a flying saucer. Well, at the time, DeLorean, the trials going on, DeLorean's in news, Robert Zemeckis was the one who said, why don't we make a DeLorean a time machine? So originally, it was supposed to be atomic bomb ending, and Andrew Probert, who was one of the designers, and some representations of his concept sketches are up there, and he illustrated what the atomic bomb ending was going to be, Then it was too much money, so then it got changed to the clock tower, which I think worked out better. And pretty much anyone you talk to that worked on the movie says, yeah, that's better for the movie. So Ron Cobb was one who was brought in to actually design the car. But Ron was only on for a few weeks, so after that, Andrew Probert took over, and then he added the two vents and wrapped the coils around. So on the concept art over there, you'll see two that look closer to the final car. And that's what they gave the special effects department who then built the car. And then they had to have someone that coordinated it. It was Michael Fink for a while. Some of his very first notes are in that box over there with the keypad and all that. And Michael was only on for a few weeks. He left, and then they brought in Michael Chappé to take over the job as coordinator of the car. And then the cars were built by Film Tricks under Kevin Pike, the special effects supervisor. And then we get the car. I'm a car guy at heart. I've been working in the auto industry. I'm also a photographer, and I've been in that industry as well. And now I've merged both together. But I like to drive interesting cars. I figure, if I like cars and you like cars, if you have the chance to be able to drive something fun every day, why not? I self-publish a book. We have them here for the museum. What's up? Yeah. It's all about. It's not about me making the car. It's all about the actual creation of the original cars. So like some of the stuff I was just talking about, short is more detailed and elaborate in there. The neat thing is, if you go on YouTube, there's a documentary Haggerty Foundation did called 88 Miles Per Hour Saving the DeLorean Time Machine. You see, because the original A car that was using all three films was restored by fans. I was on the team as the historian, so I helped provide stuff. So when they were restoring the car, some of my photos of the real cars we used and some notes and stuff. So that car was inducted in the National Vehicle Historic Registry with Congress and everything. And then Haggerty Foundation, I think, runs that or facilitates it. So they always do a documentary that goes with it. And when the director of the movie, the documentary is actually from Philadelphia, but he reached out to BTTF.com who I write for. He bought the book, and then he liked the book, and then next thing you know, I'm involved with the documentary behind the scenes. So, and then that was when I got to provide the documentary. Like that's why people can see those models in the documentary. Some of the interviews I did with the people that worked on the cars, I'm the only one that has the audio recordings, and like Ron Cobb passed away. So that documentary is the only documentary that has Ron Cobb in it, talking about working on Back to the Future. And it's all because I saw my audio recording. So to me, everyone's like, oh, I'm proud of my car and everything, but I'm more proud that I'm able to keep these stories alive or put it forward. I'm more happy to be able to share stuff with people than, just that's what I care about. I mean, the filmmakers made this movie that had an effect on me, so it's my way of giving back to them.
Throughout the summer around this exhibit. So these are laying out on these tables here. I'm going to take one. Those are the upcoming dates, including a screening of the documentary that Tom was just mentioning. It will have some of the filmmakers, people involved here. So, thank you all for coming and enjoy the food.
So there we go. That was one of the DeLoreans. That was pretty cool. One of the things they had mentioned was when they said about Zern's. Zern's is this farmer's market that you can find anything and everything from. This is Zern's. You can see there used to be like an Amish head on the above that thing, but it's just a huge farmer's market. It's been vacant for a very long time. So yeah, so parts for that DeLorean came in from there, and that was a big joke. Yeah, and we were on the way. We didn't have the camera, but there was an old woman that got out of a car, and we thought it was Doc because her hair was white and it was frizzed out like from the movie. So it was so hysterical. We were laughing so hard driving through Boyertown. Right? Oh, shame we didn't get a picture or something, but yeah. So give us a thumbs up if you like this. Tell us if you've seen a DeLorean, if you've seen one of these in your area, and comment below and join us on another road trip.
Yep.
In the future.
Back in the future, though.
Right, back in the future. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe by hitting the Krusty the Clown. That's for the world is seen by Tom. If you want to see other adventures of Tom and Haley, there's a link also on this board, and the channel has other projects we've done in the past and new adventures coming up, especially road trips, which is one of our favorites. Thank you.